Rebel Moon Part 1 is written and directed by Zack Snyder. When a peaceful settlement on the edge of a distant moon finds itself surrounded by the armies of a tyrannical ruling force, a mysterious stranger living amongst its villagers becomes their best chance at survival. Now, I really enjoyed most of Zack Snyder's works like Army of the Dead, Watchmen 300, and his DCEU films. So I was very interested to see what he's going to do with a new universe of movies split into two parts and maybe multiple sequels later on directed by different people, and it's all based around his rejected Star Wars script. What did concern me is hearing that the movie has been cut down to be PG-13, to have less blood, and for there to be a director's cut later down the line, and it gave me a feeling of dread, like the Netflix is trying to artificially recreate the Snyder Cut thing. And that's what I felt while watching this. It felt like an hour and a half of footage was cut because the second act was a mess. At first I thought that there was a second act missing and that we were just going through the first act. But really, we are just skipping the third act and just heading straight to the final battle in the ending. So, really, most of the third act is gone. A lot of the second act is it's gone, but the first act felt mostly intact. The movie starts off like a movie, bad green screen to be honest, but still a movie. But then later down the line, we get stuff that should have been pivotal for character sequences and for us to get to know this team of misfits that are trying to go up against the tyrannical ruling force. But all that is gone just for character introductions. Then the next character introduction, then the next character introduction, and then we just skip straight to the final battle. No build up whatsoever. I feel like I am only watching half of a movie that's literally a part one of a story. Like, this entire movie just reeked of misguided potential. The characters are bland because the script gave them nothing to do, at least in this version of the story. The dialogue is clunky and awkward, and I just didn't like how each scene is stitched together. The editing is a mess. The Junkie XL score though was pretty cool, and there are some neat visual effects here and there. Some of the acting is fine enough, but really it's the storytelling and the technical aspect of the film that failed the entire story. And I think that is due to Netflix wanting to make a Snyder Cut version of this movie when they shouldn't. They should have let Zack Snyder just do his thing, because what they basically did was pull a WB and made him just turned his vision upside down, just ripped it apart. I don't understand. I just don't understand how this version of the film literally went through the approval phase. Literally half a movie of a movie that's half a movie is missing. How ironic! Oh, and can we mention the overuse of slow motion? As fun as the action scenes can be, the slow motion is literally half the movie and almost the entire way the action is filmed. Like, there isn't a single action sequence in this film, apart from, I guess, the final battle between the hero and the villain, where half of the battle, or at least 80% of the battle, is slow motion. Zack Snyder is great at using slow motion, but it feels like here he's just using it as a way to extend the runtime past 2 hours, and I don't blame him. Half of this movie is gone. You need some time to make up for, but the movie would have been shorter, and that's not Zack Snyder's strong suit. He is better at doing longer movies because that's the best way he's able to tell his stories. I really don't recommend this film. I would rather just wait for the director's cut to come out and judge the movie for what's supposed to be. I'm gonna give Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire, a D+. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.